Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Stopped up to 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Green. Down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
Getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Washington. They'll get their job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
He'll keep it himself. Trust the move out. Oh, he's got some speed. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires it. Rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down.
coaches. They said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game to really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Keep the pressure on them. Oh, let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Something brewing. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action. But he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
To the air, it's can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Commodores with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Toward the end zone. And they intercept it at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control a lot of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job of attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. Quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Here's the return. He gets it. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end of the day.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
You put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups. You can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Commodores will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. He's moving out of the pocket. On the line, he'll slide to avoid the hit and nifty pick up there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Because there wasn't great anticipation by the QB throwing that in route against zone coverage, the DBs were able to rally to the football and knock it away.
And the Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's a nice job by by the tight end there, just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion to get the first down.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
One more, boys.
They're threatening to score that play. Down in the middle, it's Richardson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Back to pass on second down. Take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now on the option. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is... driving crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them.
And it's money time. It's not a goal. You've got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here. Slip out and get open, and then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Slips through the line. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kicker, obviously you've got those wheels, but to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than you. Find the matches across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a man. It's brought down after a nice game.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Grab over the middle. It's Dillon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass.
Between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Coming out with it, it's Anthony. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again, and there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Green. Here comes the heat. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You can see him pull up.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense jumps on and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. You think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leads it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw.
Incompletion. Now.
That's it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's Kirby. Inside the red zone, they are set up at the 17.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. On the offensive coordinator.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right here.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Makes a move. He's on the loose. He will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do his job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Recovered
way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's Cousy. It's Richardson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield, time is running short. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but he's got it out for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the DT. And an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Using the quick game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Green. He's going to makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they've got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, put your mind right, and get ready to come back.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Just going to keep it at this now. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this kid in football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. That's it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Catch in the middle gets there. They get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to pass. It's Bell.
Keep going.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He unleashes along. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back.
to go up top. He's in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Powers through the defense. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I'll tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air.
Yeah, how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. To the air. It's fires to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Working down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Wants to throw on first down.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. To the air, it's Columbia. Throws to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
And make a big hit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Up to throw. It's Washington. He got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
So now it's second and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback beat him. They bring him down before he's able to pick up the first down. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Gets it past the mark. Touchdown Razorbacks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Come on, defense.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Why are you giving up?
Here, get out of here.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes in. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, this this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. The offenses really feature their best players most times in the slot position.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Come on, boys! Let's pound the road!
Use the deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's looking for a deep man. Has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You like old-fashioned, grinded up, run over in football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front.
And here's the play. They need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Get in the end zone, fellas! That's it, boys. Let's get a few yards on this thing.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he left that one short, trying to
example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Back to throw. It's and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the other pass to pass.
They're trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st and 10. Working for the end zone. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Downfield. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-back stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. He can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing lower. He can't miss it big.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming up with it, it's Anthony. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end now in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
With the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Green.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
The Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gives him the tough stick on it. Makes the grab not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Takes it away.
Talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Dropping back, it's Bobby. Interception. That's his 4th of the day.
It's a really nice feeling on the defensive side of the football when you know they're throwing the football. You know they got to force the issue. I'm pinning my ears back. I'm going to get the quarterback. I'm playing really safe coverages, and apparently this offense right now has no answers for it.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for room. It's Washington. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you've got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's to keep that clock running. It's a ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next. But you got to keep that game moving.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
They'll give it to the back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick handoff. Down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Razorbacks inside the final minute, trying to protect the lead and the ball. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that